Tired of safe place. Oh man, I really need to heal some hearts now. That was way too close for comfort. I'm gonna swap that out. Did not see that with a skeleton coming. Hope that big magma dude's still around. I want his magma cream. I'm gonna get myself up to the good amount of health. Okay, so 4.5. On the bright side, I'm nearly at 15 levels, which is going to be enough to do a level 30. I'm not sure whether to do level 30 on my diamond sword or try and build a sword up using books. I really don't know. Ah. Right, there's wither skellies over there. I want to avoid them at all costs. Magma dude is chilling up here. With, of course, a wither skelly at the back. Magma cream. Ah! No! Phew, thank goodness. Little magmalets. Phew. This fortress, man. This place. Now I'm totally lost. I think I need to go back this way. I think. Up there doesn't go anywhere. We did not go down there in the first place. Ugh. I think we are back. This way, maybe? No, this is the place that didn't go anywhere. It might be worth trying to head back via natural nether. Away from the dangers of the fortress. I've got a rough idea of where I need to go. Yeah. Skeletons. Got the blaze rod I need. Let's head on out of here for now. Wonder where that ghast's at. So if we head generally, this is west, we need to head north. Because I came south. I think. Wait, no, we want to head this way. Kind of a mixture, really, isn't it? In fact, let me use my stone pick and not waste the iron one. So, what was our haul out of that? Just one magma cream, 3 more blaze rods, though. I only need 1 brewing stand. So, let me see. Now, a lot of netherrack. This is some form of cave right here. I think this brings us out at the other side of the fortress. I'm not sure, but I think that's where we are. How far are we now away from 0? About 100 blocks. That's the end of that pick. So the portal is closer to being this way. Quartz. So I have no idea where we're going now. Let's stick to the plan and go this way. Should eventually bust out somewhere. I think what's happened is we've spawned right at the other end of the fortress. Or we've come out, should I say, right at the other end. Oh, we're out somewhere. Not entirely sure where yet. Should have the bow at the ready. In fact, it doesn't even have any arrows. I don't think so, maybe? No, no arrows. So gas are going to be a big problem here. Let me get to the other side of this place and things should become a bit more clear. I think I know where I am. Come out in a cave now. I think that the portal should just be up here to the left. Well, I mean, there's a place to go that's to the left. See if I can try and spot myself any signs. No, we're somewhere completely new because that lava's just spreading. We are in brand new chunks. So we must have passed the 0, 0. That's what I'm going to make for now. Now I know that we're here. Now Z counts down this way, so maybe we've just gone the wrong way. Because I didn't explore very far left. I think I remember that cliff. It was kind of hovering. If I continue to go this way, I should end up at eventually what will be 0, 0. And from there I shouldn't be too far away because my portal is not far from 0, 0. This is perilous, isn't it? Digging along the edge of a cliff. Because this stuff I would have still seen falling down at this point. Just start using some of this netherrack. This is really perilous here. But I'm getting the, as I call it, the new chunk lag. This way as well, so we may be officially lost in the nether. And I did not bring any obsidian with me, so I can't find my way back. That's probably something I should have done. Bring obsidian and a compass. Now, while the compass won't work in the nether, what you can do is you can build a portal, go back to the overworld, and then use your compass to track your original spawn that way. Wow, we've really gone off course in terms of the X coordinate. So where are we at now? Z's still going down. Glowstone over there. I'm trying to see if I can see anything man-made. Torches or whatever. It would be something at this point. Now I've got to go up and behind this lava fall. And that's not going to go behind it, is it? That's going to go into it. Up here we go. I'm gonna try and play tennis with the guys now. No, he's gonna chop me a bit to bits eventually. Carrying all this nice stuff. My guess would be that we're somewhere over there. Somewhere off in this direction. Is there a way to get down from here? And then across? Not really. Not with that ghast around. Does it connect at any point if I go down through the center? There's sort of a way down here. So I think now, where are we at? We've just passed 0 on the X, so that will mean that possibly across the way is where we need to be. Around 60 blocks now. Does this look familiar? Is that the soul sand that I saw when I was further up last episode? It might well be. Because now we're at 0. And now we're going to get to 0 here. This is 0, 0 in the Nether. So now my portal should not be too far away. Here's some soul sand. This does not look familiar. What's through this way? No, nothing familiar there. I know I spawned quite high up as well, so getting up there might be an idea. Here we are. See if I can get up a little bit higher. On the soul sand. Keep running. But now we're kind of getting off track from 0, 0. But we can always head back there, I think, higher up. Phew, I have no idea now. I'm really stumped. Oh, is that it over there? Is that my portal? I think it is. I see. Is it cobble or is it? I don't know. I think that's it. So coming to 0, 0 was a good idea. Yeah, I see torches. We're back home. Oh my goodness. I've got to really avoid doing that again. I may build a more direct route to the fort off camera, to be honest. That was a bad idea. Getting lost in the Nether is super easy. And that really threw a spanner in the works of what I wanted to do today, in terms of progress, but I'm going to have to build a better path, definitely. I'm also going to need more arrows. Yeah, there's the portal there. What would you call them? Particles, I guess? Ah, home sweet home. I wonder what time it'll be. I've completely lost track of pretty much everything now. Oh, and it's raining and it's night time. Lovely. Let's get in my little cabin and let's jump into bed. And that'll hopefully shut off the darn rain. Alright, so they're going to continue raining. No, the sun's coming out. Lovely. So that was a long trip in the Nether, one that I did not entirely expect. But we did get some blaze powder out of it. We got a blaze rod or two out of it. So let's build the brewing table, stand, whatever it is. And let's head down here. Do you like my floor? I put this in because it looked kind of nice. I don't have any wood right now, so I'm just going to put it on here. When does it go? Oh, it's right there. So we've got the brewing stand. Got some magma cream out of that. Plenty of netherrack. I guess it's more for throwing in here. We've got some soul sand to make a nether wart farm. So we're going to have infinite access to that. So blaze rods will give me access to strength potions. I'm going to need these guys. And I'm going to need some obsidian as well. I'm going to need 8 obsidian. Let's throw our ender chest together. Lovely, ender chest. Now where should I put this guy? I guess we'll put him here. So that, the other ender chest is going to be in the end. I'm going to put my equipment in there as and when I need it. Gas tears, gunpowder. So we've got access to strength, we've got fire resistance, regeneration, instant health. I could probably find some melon seeds in the mine shaft. That, I believe, gives me pretty much every potion I'm going to need. Fire resistance is not so handy for the end because the dragon doesn't set you on fire, but it's more handy for the nether when I go back to the fortress. That'll be super duper handy for fighting blazers. So we do have that. I could probably make 3 8-minute ones and then head back to the fortress with those and then do half an hour or so of hunting. Being as I can do that, I will probably do that off camera, just hunting blazers and with the skeletons, not really for their drops, but just to kill them outright. So now we need some sand. Still plenty of cows around after I went on that big siege. Now there's over here is another ravine that I've not explored, and there's more parts of the stronghold around here as well. So maybe we'll go delving and diving into those a bit later. But for now I do want sand for glass bottles. So let's collect a bunch of sand. So instant health, we can make weakness, we can make that, but I don't really think that's going to be too handy. What are the positive potions again that we can have? Strength, speed. Speed I can make speed potions because I have sugarcane. Not sure in what quantity, but I know I have sugarcane and I could just leave them to grow. So we can make speed potions, strength potions, fire resistance potions. I think that's it, isn't it? Speed, strength, fire resist. Regeneration we can make. I've got enough for 6 of those. Instant health we will be able to make, I think, fairly soon. You know what, I'm going to just go ahead and make the other ender chest now before I forget. And we will grab him and put him away. So that is that. So I think that's pretty much set me up for potion brewing in that regard. So I'm going to just throw some coal in there for now. So that's that. So at this point, I do have redstone, I believe, in my chests. At this point, I guess the next thing to do now would be, on camera, to venture down into the mine shafts and stronghold and see what I can get out of there in terms of valuables. I might find some more diamonds down there, possibly find some melon seeds, which would be super duper handy. And that is kind of the objectives, I guess, now. And also to build up my levels, I may do some quartz mining off camera as well to try and build up my levels and do some level 30s. I really don't know whether I'm happy to risk doing that or making an anvil. See, the thing is, what affects the dragon? Sharpness obviously affects the dragon. The main one is the bow, and the bow's no problem because I've got plenty of string and sticks. so I can do level 30s on those all day. But as regards to sword, what affects... we need a looting sword, definitely, for the Enderman. We need a looting sword to crack open that portal if we want to do that in any sort of reasonable time frame. So I'm going to need really a sharpness and looting, but don't want fire aspect if I can help it. I did some research into fortune. I don't know whether I told you guys that about the fortune pick. It was going to cost me 15 levels to get a really low chance of just getting fortune 1. So I decided not to bother upgrading it to fortune 3, and I think it's kind of paid off, to be honest, because I did get 20 diamonds out the deal, so that's not too bad. So I'm wondering now, at this point, what to do for the best. We need a sharpness sword. Looting on it would be great. Not fire aspect, not smite or bane, but you can't get those anyway with sharpness. I would have to do some research into the level you would need to get looting enchantments on a book. I know you can get sharpness 1 and combine them up using the anvil, but I have to consider how many uses the anvil is going to get and how many of them I can actually make. But for a short series like this, I think it would be doable. To make a sharpness 5 and stick it on there, I would need a lot of sharpness 1 books, but it is doable. It's certainly doable. It's the looting enchantment I would have to do some research into. If it's like level 15 to get looting 1, I may be better off going with the random enchanting look. I mean, it's not the end of the world if I end up with smite or bane and I end up getting that and looting 3. Fire aspect is kind of the problem in the equation, though, because fire aspect gives me a big issue in that regard, because then I can't kill Enderman at all with it. They teleport around, so that's the big problem. I could spend a lot and kind of risk that. I could do iron swords and kill Enderman using those level 30 iron swords. That is possibly something that we could look into in case my diamond one ended up with fire aspect. Fire aspect doesn't affect the dragon as far as I'm aware. It doesn't. Sharpness does. Knockback wouldn't affect the dragon. So really the only useful enchantment against the Enderdragon would be sharpness. Okay, so that, and then obviously the bow. I mean, I can keep enchanting bows for as long as I keep getting 30 levels, because there's a ton of string down in the mine shaft which I can get my hands on, and sticks are really easy to come by, so they're not so much a problem. I can keep enchanting those off camera until I get a really good bow, so that's not an issue. As regards anything else, I've got a good diamond pickaxe already that I'm not going to need access to another diamond pick. I will not bother making a shovel or an axe out of diamonds. So then it's just down to the armor, and again the armor is something which is going to be quite a big concern, because the armor, it can be a big risk, because I could get something like fire protection or blast protection. Again, I could build protection books up from the anvil using protection 1 books which I enchant. I could do that, and I think that for the armor would definitely be the safer way to go. That would for me be the safer way to go, because the problem I would find is let's just go and do a bit of that right now. Actually, do I have enough iron to make an anvil? I don't think I do at the moment. No, I don't have enough, but we can do some book enchanting at the very least. I want to make sure I get protection 4 on both pieces of diamond armor. Without a doubt, both pieces of diamond armor have to be protection 4. And then if we can get another diamond, that's even better, because that means I can get diamond boots as well. If I could get those at protection 4, feather falling 4 would be handy as well. But feather falling, I don't know what the levels are particularly on that. So let's see, level 1, power. Power books are kind of useless to me. Efficiency books are useless to me. Power. This is not going to plan, is it? I mean, I can just put level 1s on them, and level 1s are not hard to come by. But I keep getting these things, and I'm wondering if it's kind of a waste of levels. See, I keep getting power books and stuff like that. That's going to interfere finally I get protection 1, that's going to interfere a little bit, isn't it? It's not a straight shot. I'm going to get power and efficiency, which aren't as useful. And again, if I want to get this done in any reasonable time frame, my concern is these things are going to kind of take up that space, and then they're going to kind of stop me from getting what I want. So I may do the gamble route and just take a gamble on it, and hopefully it will pay off. Failing that, we could be in a really bad situation, but hopefully not. Hopefully we can come up with something good. I want to get these reeds down, sugarcane, whatever it is, to make those speed potions. So that's going to be something I'm going to look into off camera, I think, most certainly. But for now, I think we've come to that point where it's time for the end of the episode. So today, obviously, we did the nether. I'm going to brew up some potions off camera, get the sugarcane growing. The wheat obviously needs to be grown as well. I'm going to do some research into armor and that kind of stuff, and swords, and I may end up just gambling for it and just going with level 30s, which, you know, is something which I could do. So yeah, next episode most likely we'll head down to the mine shaft and do all that stuff and venture down there with some potions, notably the ones that I can produce reliably. Speed probably is pretty much the only one I can kind of regrow, isn't it? Because blazes I need to go back to the nether for. And that is something that I may do off camera. I may go back to the nether fortress and try and hunt down some more blazes. With fire resistance it's not nearly as challenging as it was before, so I will probably look into doing that as well. I may just record it, and then if anything significant happens, just cut you in at that point, rather than you watching me run around in the nether trying to kill blazes again. So yeah, I also need to set up the nether wart farm, which I'll do off camera here in the overworld. So that's going to be about it for today, guys. I hope that you've had fun, and I hope that you've enjoyed. I hope to see you in the next episode, when we'll take on a bit more of the mine shaft and have a prod at that and see what loot it holds. So until next episode, guys, see you later and have a good day.